the process, you have it down packed by now. And one of the things that, you know, for people that may even want to get into vlogging, I'm pretty sure some of the experiences that you've had, you can definitely share maybe some good advice, maybe some good tips. So what's some maybe good advice or good tips that you may have for somebody that's trying to get into vlogging, that maybe even want to tackle doing a daily vlog? So what's your process been like cranking these out every day?
Every day, yeah. So I think if someone wants to start, the best way to start would be getting comfortable with a camera in front of you. That's always nerve-wracking. Yeah, I'm just like talking to these cameras. Having that presence in front of the camera, it's not easy. It feels weird to like talk to your phone or talk to a little camera. It feels really weird being out in public and doing that. That's still a bit uncomfortable for me, that I'm also trying to learn, struggle through. But for someone to start off, I think, you know, even just doing like Instagram stories, crafting a little 10-second story from that, or doing Snapchat, or even doing Instagram Live or Facebook Live, just practice being in front of the camera first, and being comfortable with your camera presence. Then you can get into, you can always use your phone. You can always use I still shoot on like the little, it's over there. It's like that little Canon PowerShot. It's like this tiny little dinky thing. It works fine. It gets HD footage.
Right.
And
I would have never known you used that. Like,
yeah,
I thought you used like a Canon DSLR or something like that.
It's pretty, I mean, it's robust for its tiny little size, like a little power.
It gets the job done.
Yeah, it gets the job done. So you don't have to get very expensive equipment. And then basically it's just, if you want to start, especially with vlogging, there's so many different niches of vlogging. There's so many different styles of vlogging. The simplest way is just document. Just start by documenting your day, picking out the interesting stuff, learning to cut out the fluff, you know, the stuff that like you think is interesting. Maybe it's to you, but you have to think like, I'm dealing with other people's time and attention. I have to respect that. So cutting out anything that you think is like, oh, that was funny to me, but it might not be funny to other people. So you kind of like, I've had to deal with that before. Like I might have a bit, and I was like, oh, this is really funny, but people might not find it funny because it's like it's not relative to them, and so I had to cut it out of the vlog. So starting with that, start learning how to document, then focus on the storytelling, then focus on how do I edit, how do I make fun, cool transitions, how do I get into sound design, how do I get into color correcting. Like once you start, the basics always is storytelling, right?
That's number one.
And then from there it's like, okay, I have the storytelling down. How do I then amplify it? How do I emphasize it? How do I make it more impactful? And that's when you get into like the special editing stuff. So yeah, you don't have to worry about editing yet.
Yeah.
Start with everything else, like the basics first.